Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you game number 2 in the best of 5 round of 8 match of BSL Season 14. It's between Dandy and Dewalt. Yeah, game 1, we definitely saw Dewalt punish Dandy for trying to be a little bit greedy. It was a gas steel opener, so a hard position anyways. We'll see if Dandy can do a bit better. This is a big macro map we're on now in Ascension, so I think maybe Dandy's skill set can come into play here pretty well. A quick note, BSL obviously is in the round of 8, which I think is where it starts to turn pretty interesting, because there are some very strong foreigners that got in. We got Mihu back. Obviously, you have like Dewalt here going up against Dandy, a great match. So we will be casting some of this, and I hope that you do enjoy it. One thing you might notice compared to last season I casted over some pre-observed VODs, right? So I would love to hear if people prefer the VODs that are like kind of pre-observed, or if me actually just going through the replay is something that you prefer. I actually like both ways. It's nice to be able to be lazy, and it's not up to you to catch everything if you're just watching the video, but I like to click around and see what's what. Obviously, my observing not the best in the world, though. But yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. Anyway, so Ascension is our map. And Ascension 3-player map, it is considered a bit favored for Protoss. Carrier rushes are super strong here, because it is hard to hit any sort of timing attack against them. Also, Reaver play is very strong, and Arbiters are strong too, just because of the way that the main base is kind of on like this low ground with a ledge around it. You actually have no vision outside of it without like floating stuff or having spotter buildings. So it just becomes a difficult map for a lot of those reasons and some more. Now, it's a gateway nexus from Dewalt, so like slightly safer, and it can actually punish a greedy Terran player. Does look like Dandy rather is going for the double depot gasless expansion. This is a newer version that Scan and Light have been using in the pro scene in Korea. And it does allow you to try to put pressure on against a Nexus first, but against a Gateway Expand, no, not really. Basically what happens is the second depot allows you to produce Marines nonstop. So, honestly, I think it's a pretty good build against what he's up against. Like, if you can just make sure that you have 3 to 4 Marines when the Zealot gets there, you don't even have to make your bunker too quickly. You can get that gas and everything. So, really a nice situation for Dandy. I do like it. Now his SCV pops out and does start that bunker up. He actually starts the bunker before his gas. I actually think that he should have made the gas first, but he's still not making the gas. See, like, just bringing a single SCV makes you beat. Like, if you target the probe down, then go after the Zealot with some good micro, you can actually take that all down. Wow. Well, that was some good glitching right there. Not necessarily 100% planned, but smashes that Zealot backwards, so that's kind of nice. Again, the gas maybe going to be a little bit late here. Some nice scouting in the main base from the SCV. It sees the timing of the cybernetic score, which is kind of the most important thing. Dandy's command center going to be finishing not too far behind the Nexus. He'll be behind on workers just slightly, but not the end of the world. A couple Zealots are out. A third one actually walking across the map right now. I mean, there is a possibility that he goes for a run-by. We did see him do a 2 Zealot run-by against a 4 Marine bunker in that previous game, but it didn't get much done. A 3 Zealot run-by obviously going to be quite a bit stronger. Yeah, I'm unsure if he's actually going to go for that. Like, I could definitely see him doing it, though. Right now, the SCV is still alive. The first goon going to pop out. Robo gets started before range, and if Dandy can see that, yeah, he sees it. He sees everything that's going on, so he knows he doesn't need something like Siege Mode too quickly here. And there go the Zealots. This placement actually doing fantastic. Dandy maybe a little bit slow here on bringing the SCVs down. If he had blocked them right here, this would have been a terrible move from Dewalt, but let's see how it actually ends up. The 2 Zealots in the main base being split off from this one at the natural. Pulled that one away. Just trying to buy time here. Slow Dewalt down as much as is possible. Another SCV comes out to build that factory. Oh, loses another SCV. Look at that probe differential. 8 more workers for Dewalt right now. Very painful to see here from Dandy. Okay, nice micro. Pulls this one back. Doesn't lose any more. So at the end of that, down 6 to 8 workers. Shuttle on the way. Which means, of course, we will be seeing the robotics support bay pretty soon. And look at this. 3 gate once again. So it looks like Dewalt has a build he wants to use against Dandy in general. Let's see if Dandy goes siege mode this time. Because that was the big quote-unquote mistake last game. You know, it's a risk to skip siege in any situation like this. Like, I would just tell everyone, just get siege. But occasionally you can do some sort of mind game where it's like, well, of course I'm going to get siege. And so they never come up and actually test. But Dewalt seems to be too straightforward for that right now. Okay, yeah, siege mode did get started while I was giving that little rant. So Dandy should be completely fine. In fact, he's getting an engineering base, so he's going to have to throw down a couple turrets. And there's his armory at his natural. So this is actually, like, I would say exactly what I would want to see out of Dandy. Dewalt, in the meantime, making that first Reaver. We'll see if he gets speed here. And Dandy actually goes into Vulture speed right away. That's not actually something that I was expecting. If you go Vulture speed, it's like you're looking for some map presence. You're looking maybe for some harassment. But I think after siege mode, it's a little bit tough to make it work. We'll see if Dandy gets anything valuable out of it. But in general, on this map, you want to get that quick armory like we see and get up into a third base and 2-1 as quickly as is possible. Really do want to max out on this map. All right, third Nexus coming up for Dewalt. And here he goes again. Siege mode is ready. He does not really repair the bunker. Okay, you got to split those Marines. Okay, splits them reasonably well. Oh, no. Oh, no. Drops the Reaver right on top of the siege tanks. And this is unfortunate, to say the least. The Reaver going to absolutely demolish in here. Saves it there. The shuttle as well. The Reaver going to continue to do damage. More and more SCVs falling. A 15-worker lead right now for Dewalt. Going to take down these turrets. Oh, my God. Targeting the armory as well. Dandy in a horrific spot. Just a terrible, terrible spot here against Dewalt. Well, going after that command center. Honestly, this is very close to over once again. Very early once again into the game. Look, he's just going to bludgeon him. Run forward here, pick off that last remaining siege tank, and our Macro Terran Dandy looks like he's going to be down 2-0 to start this best-of-5 series. We'll see if he can come back in the next game.